This clip of the Texas Bucket List is brought to you by Spirit of Texas Bank, Slovacek Sausage, Germania Insurance, We Rent It, and RV Source. Well, it's time for the Texas Bucket List Burger of the Week, and this week we're in Bay City at a little snow cone joint that happens to have one heck of a hamburger, Snow Bunny Cones. In the middle of Matagorda County, you'll find Bay City, the biggest city in this constituency. Martin Huerta was born and raised here, and for the past 28 years he's worked at the local power plant. But one day, a light bulb got turned on in his own head to open a snow cone stop.
The Snow Bunny came from one of my granddaughters, actually. When she was born, they started calling her Bunny, and the name stuck. So, you know what, let's name it Snow Bunny Cones.
The business became a family affair, with Martin's wife Ellie leading the charge in the kitchen, while his daughter and two nieces help out.
I worked them. You know, hey, you work for, the things that you want, and that's what we raised my family,
Work ethic, family, and faith are the cornerstones to this snow cone stop, and Marlon makes sure each day starts with a meaningful message.
What we have here is the verse of the day. We like to put that every morning before customers show up, and that way they'll give them something to read and just say, you know what, I read the Bible today. This is very important for us to put this out every day, for the people to be able to see that, and maybe they're going through some hard times, or maybe they need something that'll lift them up or whatever. Everybody knows about God, but when they see it, they say, you know what, I needed that. Thank y'all.
Filling hearts, souls, and stomachs.
That's right. Hey, the stomachs. Don't forget about the stomach. So.
Martin's devoted faith comes from riding a rough road.
For me, it's because I wanted to, show that lives do change.
A rough patch in his life even cost him his marriage to Ellie.
I always carried that in the back of my thoughts, I said, man, you really messed some good thing up, right? Just because you wanted to run as a wild child, but I had too much pride to confess or anything, so I just kept to myself and just moved on. After looking at things, I said, you know what, you got a lot of fault, and I did have a lot of fault.
Martin turned his life around and dedicated himself to becoming a better man.
And I had a change in life, years back, and I said, you know what, hey, whatever we do now, we're gonna do it for the Lord. And all the honor for him now, whatever we do, nothing for me, all for the honor and glory of the Lord.
It wasn't long till Ellie was back in his life.
So we got married on the same day we were married before. What the enemy takes away, you know what, God can recover that.
We've had a little rough little story there, but God is wonderful.
And that's why faith is so important here, and the reason every customer hears,
You have a blessed
"You
day."
too, man."
To be honest with you, I think it holds the family together. It brings more happiness, and keeps, things calm, and people enjoyed it.
Well, we're here to enjoy a burger, and Ellie got things started on a double bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, we're going big.
Ellie starts things off rolling out her 6-ounce patties to monstrous proportions.
We want to roll them out pretty good size. That way, whenever they get on that grill, it's going to shrink.
That's a pizza pie.
Yeah, we stick them up like this, and I'm going to make another one since...
Wait, I'm getting 2 of those?
Yes.
Oh boy. Those are topped with salt, pepper, and Ellie's secret seasoning.
Jar will usually run the whole week. We don't want to spice them up too much. A lot of people that come here, they say, hey, can you put a lot of that spice on it? I say, sure. There's a secret right here.
Oh, you can definitely get those spices coming off of there. It's starting to fill up the place.
Yeah.
You might be used to it now, but it's tickling my nose. The bun and onions are grilled up while the patties get topped with cheese. Mustard, lettuce, and tomatoes are bestowed on the bun, and Ellie puts things together.
And this tops off the double meat cheeseburger here at Snow Bunny Cones. Here's your hamburger, Shane.
All right, Ellie, thank you,
have
ma'am.
a blessed day, and don't forget to come back for a snow cone.
Yes, ma'am, we'll do.
Thank you.
So here we are, blessed in Bay City with this big old burger, fancied up with Ellie's interesting cooking style, flattening out those patties, making them massive while putting on the grilled onions, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles. So, will the bunny hop to market for this big old burger? There's only one way to find out.
put on your cottontail and shake your booty and bounce, I guess.
With 12 ounces of beef. The first thought on my mind,
Now that is a beefy burger.
First time I tried it, I fell in love with it.
Even though Ellie gets those patties spread out nice and thin, they're still super thick. Look at the size of those patties.
Really good flavor.
Now the seasoning is kind of like the Easter egg, a surprise little factor that adds a bunch of flavor to this burger, helping it reach the top of the heap with some hops right here on the Texas bucket list.
The burgers, I had to have 2 meals because I had to cut them in half, eat it for lunch, and then another one for dinner.
It's definitely one of those hamburgers that's hard to keep together. There's a lot going on here.
I rate it on a napkin. It's about 5 napkins to get these burgers done with.
as for the snow cone, we tried a unique specialty here, the Piccadilly. A tiger's blood snow cone topped with chili, sal limon, chamoy, and pickles.
And voila,
Okay, well this looks like a dare, but this is the real thing.
that's the real stuff.
To the Piccadilly. Oh yeah! Wow! That's very unique.
I've always tasted a snow cone is always sweet. You know, that was my thing or whatever. But once you try it, you get hooked on it.
Look at the mirror.
You're scaring me.
Part of a rock band, you might have heard of us. Well, if you ever find yourself bouncing through Bay City, stop by Snow Bunny Cones for a burger that's well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list that comes with some bountiful blessings.